is in readiness at the G for the clash between the Eagles and the Magpies.
Obviously, first game back in a while, and against my twin bro, so leading up to it, I was really excited. I remember being on the Thursday night before the game, Buck's giving me a call up and just saying, yeah, Brownie, you've done your time in the VFL, you're back in this week. And I was really pumped to be playing on Saturday and just to be out there back on the G, because the last time I'd been back on the MCG was that Port Adelaide final, and obviously that was a very disappointing night. So you're just happy to be back out there and you want to create happy memories again.
Nath was obviously in the VFL for 4 weeks prior to playing AFL on the weekend, and I was just excited for him, and obviously there was the added excitement of him playing against his twin.
About 30 metres out and let him run.
Can he get a run at it, Natanui? He's up and oh, it was over.
Yeah, I just see a high ball going back in and then just natural instincts as a defender and the way I play, I just thought I have to impact it, so I left my man and ran back with the flight and just threw my body into the pack and try and split the pack open and then heard a few clunks and a few cracks and then immediately felt my shoulder area where my shoulder was meant to be, and it was just a bit of a divot. So I had a few big yells and screams and that wasn't for pain, it was more anger and frustration that you do so much, you invest so much to get back from a potential season-ending injury and you last 15 minutes.
So I got to the game pretty late. As I went to sit down, it sort of did the replay on the big screen of Nick Natanui coming down, and then got to my seat and the word coming from people was that Nath had broken his wrist, so that's pretty upsetting as it was.
Nathan Brown's been taken down into the rooms, looks like some sort of wrist or forearm injury.
But then to get the call to come down to the rooms and realise it was his shoulder was, just as devastating.
And that feeling of having the disappointment, working yourself up, investing so much into it and so much pain and mental anguish and stuff, and you get to a point where someone's holding the carrot right in your face and then just gets knocked away from you. I actually thought about that. Just to be back out on the G and something given to you and then just knocked away straight away, it hurts fairly bit. And see, with dislocations in the shoulder, when it's out, it hurts the whole time. There's no respite from the pain until it's back in.
Here's Franklin again, he needs to be good overhead. Oh, he's popped his shoulder, Brown.
In round 2, it took the doctors 30 minutes to get it back in, so I knew it was going to be difficult again.
You can see the joint out of its socket there, and that
is not a good look.
Nah, it's horrible, isn't it?
So the docs were pretty keen to give me some painkillers straight away. I just remember saying, no, I don't want that yet, because potentially if they pop it in real quick and it feels all right, I can maybe get back out in the field. And I didn't want to end that hope, so I was knocking that back and almost deny that it happened. And I was twisting it, yanking it, pulling it out and everything, and it just wouldn't go back in. So it didn't take them long to make the decision to take me to hospital and see what they could do. And they found my fiancée and got her. At that stage, it wasn't quite in shock, but it was just more I was starting to realise what had really happened, and the adrenaline of the game had sort of worn off a bit. And so I only really wanted to have her there. Yeah, so this is the jumper from Saturday Arvo. Obviously it doesn't smell too bad because it was only 15 minutes out in the ground, but yeah, they had to when I went to hospital, they had to cut me out of it to get the shoulder back in. So we went to hospital and then they put me to sleep, and then I woke up half an hour later in a sling with the shoulder back in place. So, but apparently they had a bit of trouble getting that in too. So. I know it's only sport and footy, and we get paid a lot of money to do it, but us footballers invest our whole life into it. We put our lives on hold and our bodies on the line and our families as well. I know I was sitting in hospital, and at a stage the painkillers had kicked right in and I was holding it together pretty well, but I looked over and Liana, my fiancée, has just lost it. The last month prior to the injury, it's been tough playing in the VFL, and obviously firstly doing my shoulder, and it's been tough. So, and she's always been there, helped me get through that, but she doesn't get paid the big money, or she doesn't get a photo in the newspapers. So it is tough for the girls, but yeah, no, she's been really good to me.
In a way, I guess it's made us stronger, or it's shown how strong that we were beforehand. But yeah, I mean, it's devastating. There's just nothing you can say. And I think I've learnt now that there isn't any nice words or anything that you can say that fixes it. Just unfortunately for Nath, it happens, and you can't predict that it's going to happen, but it just does. And it's unfair, but it happens.
Every time I do get really nervous, really anxious. My first surgery, I was sitting in the pre-op room, and I was pretty young at that stage, and I had never been put under with anaesthetic, so I was shitting myself. I just didn't know what I'm going to do wake up. If when I wake up, am I going to be like disorientated or anything? So yeah, I had a bit of a panic attack, but 8 more surgeries later, I still sort of experienced the same thing. You try and be tough about it, but yeah, it is a big thing. Like, I sort of major surgery on one of your joints in your body that I guess is my spoiling hand, so it's a really big part of my game.
So tell me, what are you having done today?
Laser down the right shoulder. So I'm anxious about it because potentially it could be a real defining sort of surgery, like to see how my career goes from now.
What other surgeries have you had?
ACL, kneecap cut that in half. Greg did my shoulder and thumb last time.
Brownie's had a really hard road through his football career. He's had more than his fair share of injury, and this is another challenge for him. I mean, he's done shoulders before. He's obviously had major surgery, half a dozen times, throughout a career that's not yet reached 100 games. But he's a resilient character. He's the type of bloke that keeps backing up. He'll go through his rehab and recovery, and he'll be pushing to try and be back for late in the year. And although the likelihood is that that'll be a tough ask, he'll continue to put himself in the frame by the way he goes about it. Very professional young man who's going to get the best out of himself no matter what situation he's in.
My name's Greg Hoy. I'm an orthopaedic surgeon. I specialise in upper limb surgery, including shoulder surgery, and today I'm going to be doing a revision procedure on Nathan Brown's shoulder. Nathan has suffered a redislocation of his shoulder at football, and we're planning on doing a revision procedure to stabilise his shoulder. So we're going to saw off a piece of bone here and put it down on the front with some screws, and the screws will go across the joint and deepen the socket to stop it coming out again. With this technique, we actually are getting players back a little bit quicker than normal, so they're actually returning to play quicker than they would have otherwise.
Mentally, for having so many surgeries, so many setbacks, and coming back, and even like you talk about injury setbacks, but even form setbacks, and going back to the VFL and all that kind of stuff, and you do get mentally hardened each time that happens. So I guess going through that and taking that sort of wisdom, I sort of know that this is what I've been dealt with. Things may happen for a reason. Things have happened. My shoulder's come out twice, and I'm going to miss the rest of the season. I can't do anything about that. So why be flat about that? Why be angry about that? Yeah, this is what I've been dealt with. This is my story. This is my journey. Everyone has a career. Starts from A to B, and everyone's is different. This is the way mine's gone. I'm content with that. It's just the way it was. What my career is. It's my journey to the end.
The surgery's gone very well. Hard work begins for Nathan now. So his operation being done, we need to wait for the bone to heal. That's the most important part of this operation. In the first 6 weeks, he'll have movement started, but he'll be restricted in his actions so that he can't pull that piece of bone off the front of the joint. And AFL plays pretty strong, so he would pull it off if he went too hard. So he'll be restricted to start with, and then once the bone has been seen to be healed, and we'll do a scan to check that in his post-op period, then he'll be able to go back to training and hopefully return to play as quick as possible.
After the rehab, I'll get it done. The coaches at the club, the rehab guys are fantastic. So they'll hold me and steer me into the right place and get me back stronger than ever.
day before the game, just head out to a cafe, try and mix it up and see most of the cafes in Melbourne. And today we're at Einstein's Relative, it's called, so it's only a newish style cafe, and Penrith found it the other day, so we thought we'd come down and check it out. I mean, if you can't separate football from your off-field and your life away from it, then you get too tied up and too stressed in the whole nature of the games. We get away from football, we talk about all things away from football, you know. It's just kind of a little sanctuary to get away here, drink coffee, have fun, eat good food. But yeah, like I said, if you can't get away from footy, it starts to rattle you. It's a long season. It is a good atmosphere around the club. I mean, yeah, when you're winning, it tends to be that way, which is good. But I guess we keep saying that it is only early, not even halfway through the season. So we've got a lot of work to do. But I mean, the start that we have, we can still build on that. We're not playing our best footy, so the good feeling around the club comes from the fact that we know that we can still improve. So yeah, boys are doing all they can. They're training well and they're putting in the hours. So it's only going to hopefully end well for us if everyone just keeps doing what they're meant to be doing and keep winning games. If you're worrying just about what's good, then you tend to let the other things creep in. So yeah, we're pretty focused on getting a complete game and playing 4 quarters. I guess we haven't really done that this year. We've played kind of patches where like 3 quarters and let ourselves down in a quarter. So yeah, we're still working for that perfect game. My main role, if I got to choose, would be forward. I like playing that half forward and kick a goal every now and then, but more putting the pressure on and kind of trying to lock that ball in the front half. If I have to go down back, then I'm very happy to. I mean, I've played years gone by where I haven't been getting the game. I've been playing VFL and in and out of the team. For me, it's the fact that I'm playing every week and playing decent enough football is probably where I want to keep it. Whether it's forward or back, I'm not too fussy, but if I got to choose, it'd be forward. Guys up forward, like Trav Cloak, his strength is his marking, so he takes marks, and that's what he does. So for me, it's like I'm up there to put the forward pressure on, to lay the tackles. I guess coming from a defensive background over my first few years, you kind of have that ingrained to just go out there and want to chase blokes and tackle them and get the ball back.
He's a good bloke around the club. He gets the mood up and about, very relaxed, and yeah, he's a good bloke to hang around with, both at the club and away from the footy club.
It's the kind of club you want to be around. It's the kind of club that I want to stay at. So with the contract talks, I guess it's just a matter of time before we lock something away or start negotiations, whatever it may be. My manager does that, but for me on my side, I mean, it's the kind of club I want to stay at. So yeah, hopefully they want to keep me as well, and we'll go from there. That life balance, which is important to me. Goals personally, I guess players. In a football sense, would be play as many games of high quality. I don't want to just be in there just to make numbers. I want to be there to make an impact and help my team win a premiership. That's probably my main goal. But and then to play, like I said, as many quality games as I can. I guess the only thing I do week to week is Chelsea comes over, my girlfriend, and we just pretty much sit here, and she generally cooks, which is nice of her. And does half the washing up. I usually finish it the next day, but yeah, it's no real routine. I'm not superstitious like that. We just sit down, we watch TV. I think we're watching Suits at the moment, so we're 3/4 of the way through that. Yeah, and that's it, just relax and go to bed. For me, it's a towel that usually gets shared around by the end of the day because everyone forgets it. So towel goes in, share it for after the game because I'd stink. Socks, can never have too many socks. Jocks, obviously, they're a given after the game. Mouth guard, it's pretty dirty, doesn't get used that much. It sits in my sock for most of the time, so that goes in. Headphones, crucial for before the game. Need some music to listen to, so I'd generally go there, kick some goals, like some set shots before the meeting, so headphones go on. These are pre-game, so pre-game's just a sugar intake, and this is a celebratory block of chocolate, so a few of the boys after the game, we kind of, if we win, we'll crack that open and have a few fingers, so we'll see how we go. Hopefully we get to crack that open. That's a bag packed and we're ready to go. Can't wait. It's a good feeling, sun's going down, you know you've done everything you can to to get yourself right for the game. So left nothing to chance. It's a 6-day break, so you've done all your recovery. You've eaten well the last couple of days. You've hydrated. Your body's in good nick, and you know all the boys are going to turn up and get the job done. Drive there gives me a good chance to relax, put some music on, and tend to not think of the game too much. I already know everything I need to know structure-wise and my role, so now it's just time to take it in. Perfect night. It's almost relaxing, isn't it? The calm before the storm. I get probably more excited than nervous. I don't really get the butterflies as much. There's other boys that get super nervous, and like some guys that used to throw up before every game, they're that nervous, and yeah, I know it's just not my way. I'm just excited for it. I'm up for the challenge, and now I guess I'm just relaxed and ready and raring to go. 6 minutes past 5, and I'm about 4 minutes away, so I'll be about 40 minutes early, which is a good way to be. I like it. This is the kind of music we need. If this doesn't get you up, nothing will. Hi. How are you? Good, how are you?
Oh, good.
Thank you. One thing I do is when I get to the game, so I get to the game, start warming up, and we do the on-ground warm-up, and we come off to kind of put our strip on and have our final meeting before we go back out to play. And I duck into Anne's little room where all the tea and coffee and biscuits are, and I sneak a biscuit. So it's these little cooker biscuits they are, and they've got a little bit of jam on the inside, so that's my thing. When I was doing it every week and was playing good footy, and then I didn't do it 1 week, and I hurt my ankle, 2012 it was, and Anne lost it. She cratched at me. She said, "I told you you'd get injured if you didn't have your biscuit. That's what happened." So now when I have to have the biscuit to a point where I played a VFL game at the start of the year, and she got a biscuit wrapped up in Glad Wrap and gave it to one of the people at the VFL and made sure I ate it before a VFL practice match. So, and yeah, that's kind of my only one thing, and Anne enforces that pretty strongly.
The umpires tonight, Donlan, Stevick and Armstrong. Cool night outside. Terrific at Etihad Stadium. The opening bounce. And a good one too.
And then the turnover. Montaigne's handball cut off by Goldsack. This to equal his season high. Looks good. Oh. He's kicked 4.
Finds Blair, you heard the umpire. It wasn't 15. Thomas has got it now. And Thomas goes in and kicks his 3rd.
Huge win for the Pies. Into the top 4 tonight. Winning 140 to 54.
It was a good game. The pressure was on up forward for us. A lot of kind of forward 50 tackles and resulting in goals. And Trav kind of got on the move and started taking marks and kicking straight, which is good. So it was an all-round, it was a good performance. Yeah, the boys kind of grouped together, and yeah, it was kind of everyone chipped in.
There's a lot of people at Footy Club that have a really close bond with Goldie because he has an infectious personality. He always gives his best, and you couldn't ask any more of the way he goes about it. But his effort, his attitude, his leadership, and his ability to drive his area of the field, no matter where he is, has been first class. Body's wrecked. I mean, you have not much energy left in your body, but you still can't sleep. It's one of the strangest feelings. You're just so fatigued, and your body's screaming out to go to sleep and for rest, but then your head's still going. Kind of playing the game over in your head, like, oh, I could have done this differently, or if this happened, and you're just trying to unwind your body. Body knows how to sleep, so that wants to sleep. It's just the head and trying to slow it down.
G'day guys, Alex Fasolo here. I've stolen the brand new Holden Magpie Mobile, and here I am in Collingwood to try and sign up a Collingwood member for the Just Get One promotion. Alright guys, I reckon I've spotted someone. I reckon go sign him up. So at the pub over my shoulder, we'll see if we can get him. G'day, mate. How are you? Oh, yeah. Good to see you. How are you? What's your name?
Dominic.
Nice to meet you, mate. Now, you wouldn't be a Collingwood fan, would you, by any chance?
Massive Collingwood
Are you really?
fan.
You wouldn't want to be a member, would you?
I'd love to be.
Well, this is the Find One promotion, the Get One promotion, sorry. And if I get you, I'm a chance to sit in a box with 10 of my mates.
Can I come in the box?
Oh, is that how it works?
Yeah.
Ah,
I'll sign
clever
up.
man.
I'll sign another
Oh,
one
yeah.
up before
Yeah,
you
you hold the pen. Oh, that's good, mate. That's fantastic. Well, there you go. You start filling that out. Oh, the good Pies fans. They're loyal, aren't they? To the pub! So we had a bit of success at the last pub, so we've come to one of Collingwood's finest in the Union. So we'll go inside and see if we can, I don't know, talk to some bar staff or some casual pot drinkers. Oh, hey mate, how are you? What's your name?
Joy.
Alex, how are you? Nice to meet you.
How you going?
You wouldn't be a Pies fan by any chance, would you?
Nah, I'm not, unfortunately,
Nah. Oh, you're joking.
Nah.
Oh, because we're...
Are you Fasolo?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, I know who you are.
Oh, yeah?
I've seen you play before.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
But not a Collingwood fan?
Nah, unfortunately not. No,
Oh, okay,
no.
so you would you be interested in signing up at all, maybe, or?
What do I get at it? Like, what do you get?
Well, so like, if I can sign you up, I get the chance of going to the MCG for the fully catered box with 10 of my mates, and hey, look, I might even get you involved.
Yeah, I don't really like the way you celebrate your goals, mate. So I don't think I can do it. Nah.
That's awkward. In the heart of Collingwood, it's a tough gig. Trying to sign up these Collingwood fans, I don't know where they are, I can't find them. Here we go, we'll try and get a sales assistant. Oh, hello ma'am, how are you? I'm good, what was your name? What was that, sorry? Robin. Really nice to meet you. My name's Alex.
Nice to meet you, Alex.
You wouldn't be a Collingwood fan by any chance, would you?
I certainly would not.
So you sure you don't want to become a member?
Absolutely positive I don't want to become a member.
Are you sure? I think you can be a loyal Collingwood fan.
Absolutely, 500%
And I can't persuade
deposit.
you.
Absolutely
You can carry on like a hooligan at the Collingwood games, and I'll carry on and celebrate and kick goals, and you'll love it.
I'm an Essendon supporter, so I really no.
Well, thanks anyway for your time. All right, guys. Well, I did my bit. I finally got one in the end. Don't forget, if you guys get one, you'll throw your name in the hat to be pulled out and be at the MCG in a box with 10 of your mates. I look forward to see you on Monday at the Queen's birthday game.
The Collingwood Football Club is very excited to launch the Get One campaign. We'd like every Collingwood member to go out there and recruit at least one of their mates. For every one of your mates you do recruit, you'll go in the running to win this Collingwood corporate box at the MCG for the round 21 clash against the Brisbane Lions. For more information on the Just Get One campaign and competition details, log on to membership.collingwoodfc.com.au or call 1300 Magpie. For every one of your mates you sign up, you'll increase your chances at winning this fully catered box for the round 21 clash. And with membership packages starting at as little as $55, you'll help grow the Collingwood army, and hopefully you'll be the one sitting here with your mates enjoying this once in a lifetime opportunity. Go Pies.